the big bulk of these energy fuel bills, it's not just about wholesale gas prices, though it is largely about wholesale gas prices. We can't change global geopolitics. We can improve our gas storage here in the UK, so we can iron out some of the ups and downs in commodity prices, which are always going to exist. But I can't see Boris Johnson moving away from the green agenda anytime soon. Can you?
Well, it was interesting to talk about that because, as you say, the big lump of the price that you have to pay is, of course, the wholesale price. Then you've got operating costs and the pipes and all the rest of it. You add all that up, it's about 75% of that cost of your bill is to do with that. So where can you make adjustments? And there is this point about green subsidies. Even that element, though, is, I think it's around... no more than 10%. It's still a small amount. The question, though, and we've talked about this a lot on your show, is there has to be an honesty that the green transition costs money. And when do you do it? Now, my COO has this brilliant expression. I think it's...
Your Chief Operating Officer.
It's not just me at Blonde Money. It's not blonde either. But I will say this. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. But when's the second best time? Today.
Now,
Right, so that, and of course we had Greta in here, she'd be saying, well,
Greta Thunberg.
The climate emergency is now. You've got to start the green transition. I mean, if we start tinkering about with that element, now it might well be, as we've heard there from your viewer, not ending up where people want it to go, lining the pockets of people they're not too happy with it on. But you've got to kick-start the move to renewables, or we're never going to get some of this energy security that we've been talking about.
But it may. I think the debate now. You watch politics as closely as I do. I think the debate now on the Greens side is whether the payments that we need to make should be as part of your fuel bill, which in many ways hits poorest people hardest because fuel is a necessity. You don't make a choice. No. You need hot water, you need heating. We don't live in Florida. Moving that burden for now to general taxation, which of course, the rich do pay more because they pay at higher rates of tax and all the rest of it. That could happen, I think. That's the only thing I think the government would contemplate this near to COP26, was just a few months ago, for the next year or so. They're not going to back off. They may, though, shift to general taxation as opposed to paying for the green stuff from fuel bills. What do you think of that?
I mean, we are one of the only countries that makes the consumer pay for this green transition rather than the producer.
Indeed.
And that is a political decision. So you're right, that this is within the hands of the government to decide where that burden falls. And again, I would sort of put it back to this bigger picture point. There's a triple whammy coming, as you said. There's that national insurance rise coming as well. Yeah. We've just spent £400 billion over these last 2 years.
On COVID support measures.
Well, what does the economy of 20, 30 years' time look like? There seems to be a suggestion it should be greener and cleaner and more fair.
Yeah.
So let's put all the building blocks together to do that. And so far, we just haven't seen that.
We haven't seen that.